गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। मैं हूँ डॉक्टर प्रशांत जगताप, डायरेक्टर पाथफाइंडर्स एकेडमी। और आज आप लोगों को गाइड करने के लिए आने वाले हैं अंकुश डांगे सर। ही इज़ ऑल इंडिया रैंक 97 यूपीएससी सीएपीएफ 2019 एग्जामिनेशन, और उनका एसएसबी में असिस्टेंट कमांडेंट करके सिलेक्शन हो चुका है। अभी उनका ज्वाइनिंग आने वाला है। तो उन्होंने मेरे रिक्वेस्ट को ध्यान में रखते हुए उन्होंने उनका जो अभी जाने से पहला समय है, लेकिन he has decided to give us time, his precious time, and he'll be here to guide you about the UPSC CAPF examination. तो आपकी जो भी डाउट्स है आप उनमें यहाँ पे क्लैरिफाई कर सकते हो। एंड लेट अस वेलकम अंकुश सर, प्लीज वेलकम। गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
Good morning.
वेलकम टू पाथफाइंडर्स एकेडमी।
Thank you, sir.
एंड यहाँ पे आए हैं वो, उन्होंने उनका टाइम दिया, इसलिए हम लोग यहाँ पे पाथफाइंडर्स एकेडमी की तरफ से उनको फेलिसिटेट करते हैं पहले। एंड मैं अभी ये करता हूँ कि आई विल हैंड ओवर द डायस टू अंकुश सर, एंड आपके जो भी डाउट्स है आप उनको पूछ सकते हो। ही शेयर हिज जर्नी विद यू। ओके, थैंक यू सर। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir.
ये पेन है, आप डायरेक्टली लिख सकते हो एंड सिंपली राइट।
Yes.
थैंक यू।
So, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
So, I would like to thank Prashant Jagtap sir because he has given me this opportunity to share my experience, my journey with you all. And I would like to mention that when I started my journey, I remember that I started my journey with Prashant Jagtap sir because in 2018 he has organized one lecture, how to fill detailed application form. And I had attended that session, and it gave me insights on various aspects of DAP, and it helped me a lot. So basically, I will start with my introduction. Myself, Ankush Dange. I have secured All India rank 97 in CAPF AC 2019. So today I am going to share my strategy, my journey with you all. Journey from prelims to interview, and after interview also. So I will be going with bilingual Hindi as well as English. So are you all comfortable?
Yes, sir.
So starting with the how I prepared and how I started preparing for CAPF. In 2015 I completed my BE in automobile engineering and started my civil services preparation. So initially I don't know what is CAPF and assistant commandant, and I used to attend various sessions, various seminars in Pune, and our session also. I remember one hour session, and there are many CAPF assistant commandant there, and who inspired the many audience. And from that seminar I got to know about the CAPF assistant commandant examination, and I thought that I can prepare for CAPF AC examination. But you all know that we live in society, and in our society there are many self-declared experts. One of my friend was a self-declared expert, and he was giving his knowledge, misguided knowledge actually, that there is a concept NINOC. NINOC is there, and he devised his own method to measure NINOC, and I became very sad because according to his method I had a problem. I was a problem of NINOC, so I could not give examination. He said that you could not give examination, so I skipped my 2016 attempt, and 2017 attempt I was in confused state. Later I got to know that he is lying. He has an inadequate knowledge. So one of my friend Abhijit has told me that one of his senior Digvijay Patil sir is there, and we met him, and he guided in proper way to us. What is the nature of exam, how you can face the examination, and what are the roles of assistant commandants. So taking inspiration from him, we started preparation of CAPF AC examination. In 2017, without any planning and writing practice and with pre-existing knowledge, I appeared for the attempts of 2017. In 2017, I was confident that paper one, that is objective type questions, was my strong point. So I was confident over that. But for paper 2, you require proper planning and confidence, and also writing practice. I was deficient on that matters. So in 2017 attempts, I failed. Despite having good marks in paper 1, I failed in 2017 attempts. So we had a group of friends, and we started preparing for 2018 attempts. In 2018 attempts, we went with the proper planning for paper 1 as well as paper 2. For paper 2, there is a proper structure for each and every questions. For example, in essay, you need to have proper structure for your essay. For example, introduction, body, conclusion, and conclusion should be optimistic. Similarly, for your report and your essay writing, there is a structure. So I got to know this minute details from Digvijay Patil sir, and I am very thankful for this guidance. Then in 2018 attempts, I got good marks in paper 1. I got 126 marks in paper 1 and 81 marks in paper 2. But what happened? The success was not in my destiny as early. So for physical, my weight was 74 kg, which was very overweight. So I could not long jump in all 3 attempts in physical test, and I failed in physical efficiency test, despite having good marks in paper 1 and paper 2. Because I remember in 2018 attempts, one of my friend who had all India rank 29 in 2018 attempts, and he got CISF. He and me both have equal marks in written papers. The difference was that he appeared for interview and I would not. So then I became very sad, because I could not did a long jump of 3.5 meters, and that was the only reason for my failure. And some of my close friends are always advise that if you do your long jump, you will definitely become assistant commandant. And with that confidence, I started for preparing 2019 attempts, which was my 3rd attempt. For 2019 attempts, I did not did any mistakes. I completed all my syllabus, each and every point, each and every NCRT, and for especially paper 2, I did proper planning for each and every question. I also decided a proper timeline for each and every questions, and I also decided the sequence of each and every question. So with proper planning and practice, I completed my phase 1 and cleared prelims of 2019 attempts. As per one answer key, because the result of 2019 is not declared yet. Okay, because there is an ongoing petition in Supreme Court as well as High Court, and I think that in 3-4 years it would not come, because there are many procedural matters in the petition. So as per one private answer key, I had marks of 160 plus for paper 1 and about 80 to 90 for paper 2, and the interview was remained. So I want to share one strategy that, see, in my opinion, CAPF assistant commandant is the most easy exam, because if you see in other exams there is a vicious cycle of pre, mains and interview, but in CAPF examination your prelims examination will decide your selection and your interview marks will decide your rank. So in phase 1 you will declare you can become your good score in CAPF exam. So you can become confident in paper 1 that you will become assistant commandant. And for interview, for my each and every phase, we had a group of 3 to 4 friends, and there is a one very good phrase in Marathi that ekmeka karu sahaya avge daru supant, that is, with cooperation of all we will achieve success. So we had a group of 3 to 4 friends and we prepared collectively. For prelims of 2019, I remember that for paper 2 we collectively set question paper for paper 2 and also did peer review of each and every papers. So it helped a lot, because we know we can predict questions for paper 2 based on current issues. We had set the paper based on current issues, and in final paper also there are many questions based on our prediction. So it helped me a lot. And for interview session also we had a group of 3 peoples, and we discussed, because there was a COVID-19 waves, first wave, second waves, we could not prepare with physical presence. So with a phone call we prepared collectively on interview, various aspects of interview, and we used to take each other's interview on telephone. There was a specific day, and we decided that, for example, on Monday there will be your interview. So other 2 candidates prepared questions for that other members, and this type of practice has helped us a lot, all 3, because I would like to mention that among 3 of my friends, 2 has been got selected. One is I am myself, and other is Rahul Mali, who has got rank, all India rank 111. So he has also got SSB. So I would like to mention that with your good friend circle and sincere friend circle, you can prepare collectively. You can make a group, discuss about the various questions, various aspects, positive, negative arguments, and also make a peer review of your own papers. Okay, so I would suggest make a group of 4 to 5 friends. For next page, physical efficiency test. Physical efficiency test was a part was most difficult for me, because I was pretty sure that I will always clear paper 1 and paper 2 at any time, but I was deficient in physical fitness and all. And the irony is that I mentioned physical fitness is my hobby in my DAP, and I could not long jump of 3.5 meters in my physical test. So for physical efficiency test I joined an academy in Pune, and that time my weight was 74 kg. I reduced that 74 kg to 63 kg within 4 months, and I remember that the academy was active at a morning session, but I used to go at evening session also for doing my self exercises, because I know that if you do your long jump, then you will definitely become assistant commandant. So I started to give my extra 2 hours of evening. So on daily basis I used to do 4 hours of exercise, and with that such hard works, and on 26th December 2019 I got fruits of that hard work, and I could complete my long jump in my very first attempt. And it was shocking that I was completed my long jump of 4 meters in that attempt. So it was shocking for me also. And it was I also got to know that my selection was sure at that moment. And also I called to my parents, father and mothers, that I completed my long jump, and there will be no hurdle of any kind in my journey. So they become very happy. And later I thought that our interview will come soon, but there was a epidemic of COVID-19, and our interview got postponed for very long time. In November 5, there was an interview of mine, and before interview I have given 4 to 5 mock with other panels, and mostly these were online mocks, because the situation was very grave due to COVID-19. So due to online mocks, I was not satisfied with each and every mocks, because in online mocks the interviewer could not examine each and every aspects of yours. So I was interested in joining more and more mocks. So I have given more mocks than any other candidates. Let's move toward the day of interview. On 5 November there was an interview, and there was the afternoon session. There are 2 sessions, morning sessions and afternoon sessions for interview. So my interview was on afternoon session, and firstly the document verification is done with the UPSC personnel. Then a peon type of man has come to me, and he said that your interview will start soon. So he taken me along with him. Then I said, sir, which interview panel was there? So he said that Manoj Soni sir. I don't know who was Manoj Soni sir, but I had listened that the Manoj Soni sir is one of the member of UPSC. And here I want to mention that the kind of hype is around the UPSC Bhavan, around the Dholpur house about interview is very much different from the actual interview. Actual interview is very cordial, and the outside interview, that is mock interview, are very in a hype manner. They are making oversensitized to our interview, and making very senseless flaws in our personality. So I would suggest do not attend so many mocks at other places, and try to be original, because it will eventually help you. Let's talk to the actual interview questions of mine. There was the first question that you are from Shirdi. I was basically from Shirdi. I belong to Shirdi, and the chairman sir has said that you are from Shirdi. Do you believe in Sai Baba? I said yes sir, because I prepared for it. And I would like to mention that my 95% interview was based on my DAP, detailed application form, and which was very thoroughly completed and studied by me, also prepared. So starting with that question on Sai Baba, he asked me a lot of questions, which also include that you have completed your B in 2015. So for last 5 years, what you have did? So I said, sir, I was preparing for civil services examination along with CAPF, because this type of answer is mug up by all candidates. I also mug up that answer, and many of our mentors and teachers has told that answer should be given in that way. So we have mug up such answers. Other answers are also there. Why CISF first? because there is a balance between family life and professional life. This is the common answer by each and every candidates. We also did, but in a different manner. Something different inputs added in that answer from a group of friends. So it will appear like something new, because if 1000 candidates are applying for the examination and appearing for interview, almost 950 candidates are opting for CISF first, and their answers are also same. So take inputs from other candidates and other successful candidates and try to add your more extra inputs. It will become your answer. Other very tricky questions like that, one of the member has asked me that does the powers of CAPF and our state police are equal on the arrest of a person. I was completely unknown of that question, and sir, I said honestly, sir, I don't know, and I will try to make gain some information on that topic. It was a it is also a mug up type question. So overall, I would like to suggest that the preparation of your DAP for interview is very important. There are basically 3 pillars of your interview preparation. One is your detailed application form, second is current affairs of that 1 month of your interview, and third is security related information. For current affairs, you can read the Hindu and Indian Express newspaper. Also you can read Vision IS Men's 365 magazine for selected topics, for example security related topics. For static portion of the security, you can read Ashok Kumar sir's book. It is very thoroughly completed, and it will give various insights on various aspects. For DAP, I would suggest make a list of each and every key points in your DAP, make a register, and try to collect 2 to 3 pages information on each and every topic, because you don't know, the interviewer can ask on any topic. So try to be prepared on each and every key points of your DAP. And I would like to mention one very inspiring quote of Martin Luther King's, that if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving and keep moving. Along all my preparation, I started my preparation with inspiration, because there were so many ups, so little ups and so many downs in my preparation, because each time I was fall in vicious cycle of pre and mains of civil service examination, because I could completed my pre-examination but could not completed my mains examination within time. So I eventually failed in each and every mains. But I got to know about various other plan B from the various talks of the other successful candidates, and here I would like to mention that you have adequate knowledge of CAPF right now. But when I started my journey in 2015 and 2016, there was not a single video on YouTube, about CAPF Assistant Commandant examination. Right now there are a flood of videos on Assistant Commandant examination. So there are many successful candidates has shared their strategy. Try to use and try to implement that strategy with customized manner. So on a very little discussed topic or a process of our CAPF journey is medical standards test. It is also, in my opinion, it is a tough, because from the beginning of medical standard test and the end, there is a very suspense, because the examiner doctor never tell you what are the flaws and what are the deficiencies lies within you, because there are different kinds of tests. Yes, blood test, sugar test, so your eye test, ear test, etc. So that examiner never tell you what are the deficiency within you, and there is a mountain of suspense, and many candidates got medical review in the medical standard test, but there is a silver lining is there. There is a medical review is there in Delhi, and 99% candidates has cleared their medical review, and only 1% candidates could not clear their medical test in Delhi, because there are the candidates will definitely fail where the if you have the color blindness problem, which is a very serious. So at that point you would definitely fail in medical test. But medical test is difficult because it is a very suspensive. It is filled with very suspense. So medical test is also difficult as per my opinion. I also decided to share my proper strategy with you all, because if you completed, if you got your marks of 160 plus in paper 1 and average marks in paper 2, you would be definitely got selected in list. And for getting that marks, you need to have a proper strategy and a thorough list of book list. I would like to share my book list here. For paper 1, there is a book list. Like for history, the NCERT and spectrum book is sufficient. For the silver lining and the beautiful aspect of our examination is that most of the questions are directly copied from NCERT books. But the irony is that we never read that NCERT books and we failed. So I would suggest read that NCERT books 2 and 3 times. For geography, NCERT is sufficient. No need to read any other books. For current affairs, section wise GK today is important, because see, many times we did not read the syllabus completely. In syllabus, for current affairs section, it is explicitly mentioned that for current affairs from the field of art and culture, sports, person in news, person in events, places, important places, international relations are important. And if you analyze the previous year papers, you would see that most of the current affair questions are directly fall from that sections, that is art and culture, person in news, sports, etc. So I had prepared section wise GK Today magazine. If you go on the web page of the GK Today, at the bottom level there is a section wise GK Today, that is current affairs of art and culture is different, then sports is different, then person in news different, and it also save our time. So try to read section wise GK Today only, and in my opinion other magazines are not competent in compared to GK Today. For science section, you must read 8th, 9th and 10th NCERT. Also you can Google on various topics of the biology, because if you see and if you analyze the previous year papers, the weightage of biology is more than physics and chemistry. So you should give one more emphasis on biology. For polity, your NCERT and Lakshmikant book is sufficient. For economics, NCERT and special emphasis on microeconomics is important, because in my 2019 attempts in which I got selected, I never give emphasis on microeconomics, and I remember now that there were 6 questions on microeconomics and I could not attempt. If that 6 question if I had attempted, then I would get CISF and more better rank. So try to complete each and every topic of your syllabus, and for economics, microeconomics is more important. For CSAT, if you analyze the previous year papers, you would see the common and a fixed pattern in CSAT questions, and try to give more emphasis on that fixed type of question. And for paper 1 test series, there is a common question among the aspirant, which test series is better, which is not. So I would suggest test series is not important as such, but if you buy any test series Xerox from any other Xerox center and try to prepare on that and try to analyze your responses, your answers, so it is more important than attempting a paper. And try to attempt the paper 1 test within a time. For example, if our paper starts at 10 to 12, then try to attempt that paper within that time itself, because we have 125 questions and we have to complete that 125 question within 2 hours, which is much more than civil service examination. So it is a difficult task to complete that 125 question within 2 hours. Okay, and similarly for paper 2, completing your paper 2 within a time limit of 3 hours is very difficult task, and I also could not complete my papers within 3 hours, but many of the successful candidates have completed that and they have very good marks. For example, one of my friend Apanga Joshi sir has got 110 marks and who was a all India rank topper for paper 2. So paper 2 is also a scoring paper, and you need to give adequate focus on paper 2. For paper 2 series, we have make a group of 3 to 4 5 friends and then set the papers accordingly. For paper 1, you can pick up any test series from market, from any Xerox center, and attempt that papers at your room and home also. But analyze that questions properly, because from which sections you are deficient in each and every questions. So analyzing it is very important. For overall preparation, complete your syllabus, because reading syllabus is also important. In syllabus, especially for paper 2, you can take inputs from syllabus for paper 2. So this is my strategy, and it is my journey for CAPF assistant commandant examination. So you can ask any doubts, any queries regarding that paper.
सर मतलब कि पेपर 2 में सर कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है कि पेपर 2 हो जाएगा, और पेपर 1 में सर थोड़ा सा नर्वस रहता है कि कंप्लीट हो गया सिलेबस, पर तब भी थोड़ा सा वो फियर रहता है, और डेली का टारगेट कंप्लीट करते हैं मतलब भी वो सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं मिलता है कि सर आज का कंप्लीट हो गया, तो कैसे इसको डील करें?
See, you can apply 3-stage formula for paper 1: read, revise and practice. These are the 3 crucial pillars of your paper 1. First, you have to complete all books for that particular subject. Then revise, making short notes and revising it is also very important. And after revising, you need to have attempt the test series and the MCQ type questions, because practice is also very important. And one important thing I would like to mention, that attempting a paper 1 and making a good score in paper 1 is a type of skill, and you need to make a hand on that skill, because you need to develop a proper logic for paper 1. Because if a question has been asked that suppose a question is asked and there are 4 options, so you need to approach with option elimination method. Okay, then if you eliminate one options, then try to compare other 3 options. If you eliminated 2 options, then try to make a correct logical guessing from the remaining 2 options. Here the option elimination method is very important, and the logic I said that which will develop with only practice. So make a practice of more and more objective type questions for paper 1.
पेपर 2 के लिखने के टाइम मैनेजमेंट कैसे करें?
Yes.
प्रैक्टिस करते टाइम टाइम मैनेजमेंट कैसे करें और मतलब कौन सा सेक्शन पहले करें कौन सा बाद में करें?
Yes, yes. It is very good question, because for my first 2 attempts I approach for paper 2 with a very unplanned manner. I used to start paper with the essay and end with the grammar. But for my last attempt, my third attempt, I changed my strategy, and I decided the sequence of my attempting questions, and also decided a fixed time for each and every question. For example, I started with grammar. Okay, I allotted 15 to 20 minutes for grammar. Then I approached for argument writing, then report writing, essay writing, and comprehension. Sometimes you can allot you can attempt the essay writing at last, because what happen, essay writing require a very lot of time, so you can attempt that essay writing at last. My strategy was, I attempted grammar, then argument writing, report writing, comprehension, essay, and at the last essay writing. Because if there is a shortfall of time, suppose if there is a shortfall of time, in the emergency condition, you need to write, you have given words, you have given a passage in essay writing, and if there is a 5 minutes remaining, you can pick up that words and sentences from the given passage and write down. Minimum 3 to 4 marks will be given to you. So the sequence and the fixation of time is important for paper 2, because completing paper 2 is very difficult task, and very few student has achieved that completion. Okay.
Sir, you have told that first of all revise the syllabus, complete the syllabus. Sir, please tell us about how to revise the syllabus.
I would suggest firstly just only read your NCERT without making any notes, because what happen, when we read our NCERT along with when we make notes at the first reading, we actually copying the one NCERT into 2 NCERT. We are making other NCERT despite having first one. So I would suggest for first 2 reading, don't make any notes. Okay, for third reading you can use a highlight. You can use highlighter to highlight the important things, and at later stage I would suggest make a short notes of your books, because short notes will eventually help you at the last stage before the 2 and 3 days of your preparation. Because I remember I had made short notes of current affairs. That is, for example, one of the sports, Olympic Games. For example, Olympic Games, Indian Neeraj Chopra gold medal in javelin throw. So I made short notes of in 1 lines only. And when we friends travel to Mumbai, because examination center is Mumbai, during journey we revise that short notes 2-3 times, and that revision is also important for current affairs and other topics of syllabus also. So I would suggest make a short notes of your books. It will help in revise.
Sir, so if we have the engineering and there is a long gap that we are preparing for competitive exams, and we had a long gap and we are still preparing and we went to interview. So So how to justify this gap in interview?
Yes, there are different ways to justify, but the common thread is try to be honest. If you are preparing for last 5 years with no any other jobs and only preparing, then try to be honest and honestly say that you can say that sir, I was preparing for the civil services examination and CAPF examination. Don't miss the CAPF examination here, because if you said civil services examination, then the next question could be arise. So I would suggest you can say that, sir, I was preparing for Central Armed Police Forces examination and other competitive examination. Other candidates could justify in a way that they has simultaneously completed their MAs and master courses in their subjects, their special subjects. So you can justify in that way also, sir, I have completed a master course in sociology, etc. So you can answer in that way.
सर न्यूज़पेपर को कितना टाइम देना चाहिए और उसमें सब क्या क्या रीड करना चाहिए, क्योंकि न्यूज़पेपर तो बहुत बड़ा आता है एक्सपीरियंस।
For CAPF, newspaper is important for 2-3 things. For that 2-3 points, newspaper is very crucial. One is current affairs. There are 20 questions asked from current affairs section. So newspaper would be helpful. Apart from paper 1, for paper 2 is also newspaper is very important, because see, in there is a report writing questions for 20 marks. If you analyze the report writing of the Hindu newspaper and our CAPF paper 2 report is very similar. If you analyze that report and if you copied that structure in your paper, it will be very better. I also analyze what is the proper structure of any report in the Hindu newspaper, and I learned that structure and copied that same structure in my report writing. So you can learn report writing from newspaper. And for essay writing, for argument writing, newspaper will help a lot. And when we think about the proper timing for the newspaper, I think maximum 2 hours is sufficient for newspaper, and not allot more than 2 hours for newspaper, because if you allot more than 2 hours, it will take your time of other subjects. So make a proper balance between newspaper and static subjects also.
So you are an automobile engineer. So in your interview, did they ask you any questions regarding to your engineering background?
Yes, they asked me one question. That is the last member of UPSC panel has asked me that, Ankush, what will be the future after 10 years of automobile industries, automobile sectors? And we have prepared very well on that topics also. And being an automobile engineer, it helped me a lot, because for automobile engineering you can predict questions. For example, if a layman is asking me a question on automobile engineering, he will definitely ask from current issues. For example, what is the electric vehicles, which are the electrical vehicles, then renewable energy, what are the new technologies, new trends in automobile industries, etc. So in the same way, the UPSC panel member has also asked me what will be the future of automobile industry in latter 10 years. So I already prepared for it and I answer in very well way.
So how to prepare for math? Because biology background people get harder to understand an academic.
For math, you can make a list of questions on maths. For example, why you choose math for your BSc or your special subject as your special subject. Then who is your favorite mathematician, and also there is a question bank is there of next IS. It is available on internet. So there is a question bank on each and every subjects, for example civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and try to prepare from that question bank. And friends, I would like to mention here that for interview phase I got a very help from my inspiration Mahesh Bhagwat sir. He has made a WhatsApp group for all India students on WhatsApp, and he personally also guided person to person DAP counseling. He has taken person to person DAP counseling of me, and he tell me a lot of questions based on my DAP, and that questions were similarly repeated in my actual interview. So I would like to thanks Mahesh Bhagwat sir, and other mentors are also there for interview preparation. So I would suggest when you are in an interview phase, try to join in any way the group of WhatsApp group of Mr. Mahesh Bhagwat sir, and try to take inputs from that group, because there are many mentors, experts are there to guide you on each and every aspects. Other questions?
Sir, as you have told, in your first attempt, even if you are having 126 marks in paper 1, you failed in paper 2, right? So how you prepared with extra efforts for paper 2 in your next attempt? Is there a need to practice paper 2 in daily basis, or weekly we can practice for essay, argument, or other things once or two times?
See, when I failed for 2017 attempts in my first attempt, so I analyzed my mistakes. What were my mistakes? First mistake was without any planning, without any writing practice, I appeared for the paper, and along with I have given civil services mains continuously for 17 and 18 years. So I simultaneously wrote the answer on various questions of civil services mains. So my preparation was in a better way with the mains for CAPF assistant commandant examination. So for candidates who are dedicatedly preparing for CAPF examination, they can practice on daily basis. I would suggest you should practice minimum 2 questions, minimum 1 or 2 essays on daily basis, because at initially there is a apprehension and there is a inertia for writing answer, because initially you think that I have inadequate knowledge to write answer, and you have much fear of writing answer, and to overcome that inertia you must write answers on daily basis. You can write one report, one essay, argument on daily basis, and eventually you would find that at one point you would be much interested in answer writing when you overcome that inertia.
मतलब कि सर पेपर 1 में सर जैसे कैसे करें, मतलब कि अभी 1 मंथ जैसे पढ़ाई कर लिए पूरा, जैसे कोई टॉपिक कवर कर लिए 2 टॉपिक, फिर मतलब कि सैटरडे संडे करें कि जब टॉपिक खत्म हो जाए उसके दूसरे दिन के स्टार्ट करें क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना, कि सैटरडे संडे से अल्टरनेट डे कर?
Here if you are preparing for history, then try to complete that book. Firstly try to read that book, then revise your notes, and after that you can attempt your section wise test series. There is a section wise test series, that means there is a test series, there is a separate test for history only. You can attempt that section wise test, and later at the end of your preparation, or if you feel confident, then you can attempt a full length test also. So firstly attempt section wise test.
सेपरेट टॉपिक्स का अलग-अलग करें, जैसे हिस्ट्री में एंशिएंट का अंदर इसका सब टॉपिक्स है तो उसको डिवाइड करके करें.
Yes, you can make a section wise planning of your preparation. Yes.
How to make a study plan for paper 1?
Okay. Um, for me, I have never make a comprehensive study plan for CAPF examination. What happens in 2019 attempts? Actually, I was preparing for civil services mains for third mains, but result has come and I failed again. And I remember there was a 1 month remain for this examination, and I planned for this 1 month, and actually I already read all these books of NCERT and other reference book. So how to plan your preparation for paper 1 is depend on you, your background, what type of your examination you are appearing. So if you are dedicatedly appearing for this examination, then right now you have ample of time, then you can plan accordingly. I would suggest try to complete your all NCERTs within 2 months, then after go for your reference books. It will also you can complete it within latter 2 months, and after that 4 months you can approach for your test series. So I would suggest make a customize your personal planning. Any other queries?
Sir, you have mentioned about due to lack of physical fitness, you not get appear before interview in your attempt. So, what do you think? Physical fitness is necessary in daily basis, or we have to just manage it by diet, or we have to exercise daily?
Here I would suggest we don't know what type of our physique is there. Here I would suggest make a test, make a actual test of your physical efficiency test on your home ground. For a physical efficiency test, there was a 100 meter, then 800 meter long jump, and then the Gola pick is there. So for 100 meter it is easy, 800 meter is also easy for me, and for long jump it was the difficult part for me. If you thinking that how we can check the we are at right position with relation to physical efficiency test, you can test your performance at your home ground. Try to run for within time for 100 meters, 800 meters, and also you can make a long jump of 3.5 meters. If you are doing well, then you need not to be worried. Okay.
So whatever the height and weight.
What?
Whatever the weight. अगर overweight है तो उसे क्या करना पड़ेगा?
See, there is a one myth that you should not be overweight. Okay, but it is a myth. There is a clearance of 4 to 5 kg is given at the time of your medical standard test. If you are overweight, then adequate time of medical review is given to you. It is in my opinion it is 45 days. That 45 days are given to you to reduce your weight. Okay, sometimes there are different kinds of our bodies. There is a low or high bone density is also important factor in your weight. So medical board is not rejecting you due to overweight.
सर रिटर्न से लेके मेरिट लिस्ट आने तक में बहुत लंबा समय लगता है सर, तो उस टाइम पे वो ठीक होने वाला एटीट्यूड कैसे रखने का, मतलब बीच में कभी भी लगता है यार एज लिमिट निकल जाएगी, अगला अटेम्प्ट दे कि नहीं दे, वापस से पढ़ाई करे नहीं करे, क्योंकि रिजल्ट भी कभी कभी 2 महीने में आते, कभी कभी 4 महीने में आते, और मेरिट लिस्ट तो काफी ज्यादा समय लग जाता है, तो उसमें उसको कैसे मेंटेन करना है, उस जर्नी में कैसे करना है?
See, due to COVID times, it was a very delay of that phase between the written examination and the final list. So you can give other examination also. You can prepare for civil services examination. You can give other state services examination. Because if you study for 1 year with dedicatedly for CAPF, then you need not be worry of preparation of CAPF, because you can tackle that preparation before your for 2 months before your examination. Within 2 months you can complete your preparation with revision and practice. So in my opinion, at that stage 2 months are sufficient to complete your syllabus. So meanwhile you can approach for other examination also, civil services, maybe other state services, other technical services. Okay. And other important aspect is that the gap was there due to COVID-19 issue, but in the days to come it will not be there, the gap will be reduced. Any other queries? Okay.
हाइट के मामले में भी सर 0.2 mm 0.3 mm कभी कम हो 165 सेंटीमीटर से तो सिलेक्ट हो सकता है।
देखिए, at the time of your physical efficiency test, there is a in camera recording and in camera measuring of your heights. So one of my friend has also got rejected due to height of just 1 centimeter. He has a height of 164 centimeter and he got rejected. But if you feel any doubt regarding your physical efficiency test and medical efficiency test, don't believe in any others, even me. Don't believe in me also and any other mentors also, because ultimately UPSC will reject or either accept you. UPSC or any other CRPF recruiting agency is the ultimate. So if you are feeling any doubt, then appear for prelims, appear for physical efficiency test. If they rejected you, then consider that rejection. Okay, but you keep your preparation. Yes.
Sir, how did you tackle paper 2 in terms of English language? How to construct the sentences and all?
Yes, I think it is a very good question. Paper 2, I would suggest 2-3 extra points. For paper 2, if you see syllabus, there is a mention of English language paper. Our paper 2 is the English language paper, and UPSC is checking whether your grammatical sentences are right or wrong, because they are checking your language. So I would suggest make a proper and grammatical sentence. I was also not good in English. You have seen that right now. So I am not good in English. So I make a different strategy for making good proper grammatical sentence. I make a small sentence, because if I prepared that I am going to write paper, that small sentence, the small sentence will reduce the danger of the error. Oh, so your error will be reduced in small sentence. Rather, if you make a big sentence, then these are the very error prone, and also it will divert the attention of the examiner, the supervisor, examiner. So make a small sentence, make a grammatical sentence, and also the presentation aspect is also important. Make a good presentation, because the examiner has to check many papers within a day. So try to make interesting in your papers. So work on your presentation part also. Any other? So
at initial stage, we are very blank about paper 2. So how to prepare for paper 2 at very initial stage? How to prepare for specific topic?
Can you repeat, please?
So at initial stage, we are very blank about any topic in paper 2. So how to prepare that specific topic and how to make notes from newspaper for paper 2?
So it can be tackled in different way. For paper 2, if we take an example of essay writing, for essay writing there is a time of 20 minutes for each and every essay. We have to complete it 80 minutes in 4 essays within 80 minutes. that was the time allotted by me. So for each and every essay, I allot first 5 minutes on brainstorming. I did my brainstorming on a rough page. I wrote down that topic and try to wrote down other aspects also regarding that topic. For example, women empowerment. So I used to brainstorm on political aspects, economic aspect, cultural aspect, social aspect, etc. Within political aspect, the representation of women's, reservation of women's in Lok Sabha, Parliament, etc. So I used to brainstorm on each and every aspects of the essay and try to make that brainstorming within 5 minutes, and the latter 15 minutes you can approach for your essay. So this is the proper strategy for essay writing. For any other argument writing, report writing, you can also make a rough plan of your argument and report also. Any other? Yes. So we are concluding this session here, and thank you for listening.
Sir, so CISF was your first preference, as you said.
Yes.
And sir, there are other forces like BSF, CRPF, and ITBP which are deployed in the very sensitive areas. So sir, how we can justify about CISF why it is our first preference? Because most of the candidates go for civil services, and that's why their first preference is CISF.
Yes. Yes.
At that time, if they grill, why we are not taking BSF and ITBP or CRPF? So what should be our answer?
Yes. About 95% candidates have same preference, CISF as the first, SSB as the second, and the latter preference are changing now. So for CISF, you have to search what are the advantages and what are the silver lining of the CISF, because the advantages of the CISF as an assistant commandant are the balance between family life and professional life, and mostly CISF is posted in airport areas and other industrial towns, so it is mostly urban area and you got urban life. Also there is another silver lining is there, your family is accompanying you along with your service, so you are living with your family, so you can give proper attention to your parents and other members of your family. So you can include in your answer that, sir, I could make a good balance between my family life and professional life. Also, sir, one of the candidates, I remembering that, had given a very honest answer that, sir, with the CISF I could give proper attention to my old age parents. Your honest answer could be appealing to that panel members. And one more thing, panel member also know what are the true reasons for opting CISF. So don't bother about it. They just want to know how you are approaching that answer, how you confidently answering that questions. So try to try to make actually mug up that answers.
सर जैसे बीएसएफ फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस दिए हैं, लास्ट में सीआईएसएफ दिए हैं, तो उससे पूरा पूछ सकते हैं ना, काउंटर हो सकता है ना कि आप सीआईएसएफ को लास्ट में एकदम क्यों दिया, पूरा डिफेंसिव लाइन अलग पूरा स्टार्टिंग में ही दी, तो उसे कैसे बोल सकते हैं, ये पॉइंट बोल सकते हैं?
Yes. See, in our 5 CAPFs, the mandates of all 5 CAPFs are different. CISF is protection of crucial economic establishments. Then SSB, BSF and ITBP are the border guarding forces, and CRP is for our internal security purposes. So there might be a question that if you are preparing for your family, then why you prepared CISF first and SSB second? Why you not prepared CRP, BSF and others? So there are two common questions are there. Why you prepared CISF as the first, and if you prepared BSF as last, then the obvious question is that why you prepared BSF as last. I prepared actually my response was also same. My first preference CISF, then SSB, then CRP, and at the last result ITBP. So I prepared that, sir. My actual answer like that, sir. In my initial stage, I discussed the various aspects of CAPF and opportunities in CAPF, and with the discussion and guidance from senior, I decided my ranking. I decided my preferences, and in that preferences, the CISF come first, SSB second, SSB comes second, and obviously, sir, BSF and ITBP comes at last. So this was my answer. You can also prepare your own answer. It's okay. Then we can conclude our session. Okay. Thank you all.